think this video is very, very, very important. First of all, before we start, I need to go here so I can remember and see. Right. So today it's the early morning of, as you can see, it's 4 a.m. It's the early morning of day 16 my mentorship, JP my mentorship, day 1233 in my entrepreneur journey. And shit, I gotta say, last week was tough. Last week I lost, and I lost, and I lost. And the dangerous part in losing you get into a cycle of everything is black. And I was in a bad place. And I think it's so important to show this, that the darkest times in your life, just push through. Just push for a little bit more, and you realize it's not that bad. Because honestly, you can see where I was. I'll show you. Right. This I wrote in the first month of 2026. It's down to 7 months. If time flies. Time flies. I feel like here I started to really lose it. And it just got worse and worse and worse. And this is true. And this hurt really bad. Really, really bad. Right, so let's get back to where I was. There we go. 6, 7. And this is really the point. I've wasted a little bit of time, but the point I think everyone can see is this. There's enough evidence to say this can work. There's enough evidence. It's not, I hope it would work. If I actually do what I need to do, it would work. I have a friend, not a friend, I know a person who's done 10K in my niche, and I know a person who's done 100K. But the real question was, can I change? And it's a big question to ask, because now for the first time I'm asking myself, so it was possible all along, and the only reason it didn't happen was you. Now I did know that, and I knew the cycles, and I knew all of that. So what is the one thing that I'm missing? And it stayed the same. That's the game. Can I maintain momentum long enough for it to give me the opening? Like I said, I was bad. I mean, last week I'm glad I have someone to live for, something to live for. Because if it was just greed, I wouldn't have kept going. I feel like that's very important. Now we're gonna wake up from that. It's the darkness, it's the past, but it's a very important lesson. It feels so much bigger than it really is. Is it painful? Yes. Does it feel like the end of the world? At that moment, yes. Just wait. Wait a few days. See the difference in how you feel. And also, it really depends on what happens in terms of what do you do in those days? Why do you feel like you feel? And I know mine was because of that. The addiction took hold of me for the entire week. Every single day I failed. Every single fucking day. But it got me here. This is the new thing we're doing right now. And that's the catch. If I stay consistent, it's not if I do, it's not if I work 20 hours a day, it's not if I do 40 hours without sleep and work. I've done those. It's can I be consistent long enough to maintain momentum? That's the only question we need to answer. That's the only question that can change everything. Because if that's something that's true, you can lose at this, and that. Alex Hormozy said it. For example, he has friends who's doing drugs and making a lot of money, and he has friends who's doing drugs and making no money, right? He has friends who are watching porn, watch friends and doesn't watch at all. Both make money, both lose money. But the question is, what is the one action that even if you do all of the bad shit, if you do that one action, you would still win? Maybe not as big as you could have, but you still win. And that action for me, it's the inbound calls and outbound calls and sales training. Now, I don't know about 5 hours. I think this is again going out of context. Let's say 2 hours at least of sales training every day. That's it. That's the new pipeline we have. The data reflection have changed. Now, I want to point out that if you remember, we had this before, and it's a shame to show it, but I'll show it because it's important to see it in front of my eyes. I think this is super important. What happened? Let's see, did I do a daily intention? 150 calls. Yes. That's one day. No. Yes. No. 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 See the pattern? Now, don't get me wrong. I've worked like a motherfucker in those days. But I didn't do the single action that would make the change. And that's the difference. That's all the difference. And I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it. And this is a new fresh start. Let's see how long. Oh, that's not what I'm supposed to show. Definitely wasn't. Let's see how long I can do the new system in place, but only one thing matters. I need to document every single fucking day. And this can no longer keep on happening. I don't need to prove to anyone I can work at night. I don't need to prove to anyone how many hours I've worked. I've proved it. I fucking proved it more than anyone. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I work 20 hours. It doesn't matter if I work 50 hours. It doesn't matter if I worked 2 hours. All that matters is did I get momentum from action that actually brings me momentum? Will I keep working as many hours? Yes, but I need to prioritize. No more learning, no more consuming, no more social media, no more sales training. Not even now, social media. I'm not really. You know what? It's important to say. I used to say that's the only fight I have is this, the addiction. But honestly, the past month, I fell everywhere. I fell back to addiction more than anything. The second thing is YouTube, consuming information. Worse than that, even passive YouTube, enjoyment, scrolling on Instagram to get motivation. You know, I feel like I should put it as its own because that's important to see. It's important to see that I don't fall individually. What else there is? I mean, I don't really see TikTok, but I'll put it here just in case. I'll put this here. Now, honestly, I have to tell you, I've come to a realization of something. I have never gotten to 30 days of being consistent. I think in almost anything except. No, consistent without missing a single day. I don't think I ever did it. I don't think I ever got to it. And it's sad to say, but I need to say the truth, and that's the truth to myself. I never got. Okay, maybe not never, but for years, I haven't got to a single habit consistently done for more than 30 days without missing a single day. And that's the only mission for this month. Not this month, next month, but we're starting now. I want to see every single day this, 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 this. Now I mean, would be fun if it would be every single day, but maybe not. This, this again, I need to try, but currently you see it's not going well. And this, and this, and this. If I do that, I will win. And I need to remember that because the darkness is a scary place. It can take you where there's no turning back. Because if you listen to the darkness, all there will be left is darkness. And if you're at that place that I was just a few days ago, 2 days ago, I want to say something kind of controversial. I can't even speak English. You're in a tough place that honestly no one can understand. Or at least it seems that way. And maybe it is. And maybe you are at the point that you don't see it. You don't see a reason to keep going. And if you're at that point, I want you to think of you're not doing this for yourself. It's no longer for you. You're fighting for everyone else. You're fighting that one day someone would see a video like this and maybe would help him. You're fighting that one day maybe your pain can be shared with others so they don't feel alone and see that it is possible. You just have to keep going. My reason for keeping on going is not the greed. If it was, I would have. I wouldn't. I couldn't fight the darkness. The darkness would have won. But I'm fighting for something so much bigger than me that no matter how much darkness comes, I can't be selfish and give up. Because if I give up, then what's the point? What's the point of all the pain that I've suffered, all of the years that have passed? And what's the point of my life? I will make an impact. I don't know if it would be for a single person, 100, 1,000. It doesn't matter. I know I will make an impact. I know I will help my family. I know I will get them a better life. I realize what responsibility I have. And I can't fail. I can't let the darkness win. Because no matter how much darkness there is, I'm holding on to the mission. And that's why I'm grasping on it. And I won't let it go until I win. Or until I don't have an option to win. But until then, I'll keep on fighting, keep on taking risks, and I will win eventually. It's currently July 26, 2026. I've been in this journey for 1,233 days, and I've saw so much darkness, and I've suffered so much. But if I manage to get out of this darkness, I don't want to hear a single excuse from anyone. You can do it. Honestly, it doesn't feel like you can do it. It doesn't feel like it's possible. It feels like you're the problem, and you are. Probably you are. But the thing that we need to fucking fix is we can't fix the problem. Even if we are the problem, even if for so long we fight the problem and we haven't won, we can still win. if we just don't let the darkness win and keep trying. And eventually, winning is the only option if you don't die and if you keep on trying. So keep on trying. And maybe you'll see this. I don't know when you'll see this. I don't know when this video will see the light of day. But if you're in a dark place, if this video has reached you, then first of all know that I'm not in a dark place anymore. And I have accomplished my mission. Or some of it, at least. And I'm not saying that as good for me. You can do it too. And I implore you, you have a responsibility. You can make more good in this world. Even if it's not for you, even if you suffer, if you're having pain that no one else can understand. What if you just keep going and you can help a single person? You can make an impact in his life. And your life could be worth more than it is right now. And eventually, I do believe that we can find happiness. But for now, we just have to take on the responsibility and the pain and make something great from it. And that's what I implore us to do. So if you're seeing this video, it means I've defeated the darkness. I won. And I'm hoping you can make the same video as me. And you can if you just don't quit. Find what's the biggest problem. I know my biggest problem is consistency. It's consistency. That was my biggest problem all of those years. I would work 20-hour workday. I would work. So it's two problems: consistency and working on the 80-20. What's the actual thing that if I do it would help me win? Not how many hours I've worked. I've been so focused on working 20 hours a day, every single day, 16 hours a day, 18 hours a day, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, what's the one thing that if you do every single day, it will get you closer to your goal? And can you be consistent, hold the momentum long enough to create an opening and prove that you deserve that opening? That's it. That's the end of this conversation. Tomorrow, I would make a recording to myself for the darkest times and for the times that I don't believe anymore. Because I have a responsibility to take. I've chosen to take this responsibility. And even if I don't feel good, even if I don't see currently a future, I cannot be selfish enough to give up. That's why I'm holding on to the responsibility. I'll keep on going, no matter how much pain and darkness I'm going through. And that's it. That's the end of the message for today. And the promise that from this day, I will document every single fucking day, no matter what. That's my promise. I need to do this time. I need to be consistent for 30 days. Doesn't matter if I was good or if I was bad. I need to be consistent in something. Just for 30 days. I need to be able to say that I have done it. So before this, my promise is I will be consistent for the next 5 days. For the next 5 days, I will not miss a single day. I don't care if I have to make this at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 1 a.m., 10 a.m. I don't care. one time, every single day, I would make a very short video, 2 to 3 minutes. It's not going to be this kind of video. But I will either see the progress or see the reason for no progress. But it doesn't matter. My mission for the next 5 days is just to fucking document consistently the habits the next 5 days. That's it. It's been a long recording. We will win if we just don't give up. So don't fucking give up.